Hi, I'm Jan with Academic Technologies, and welcome back to our student-oriented series about CNU's tech environment. In this video, we'll be walking over some key points in accessing your courses online. If your professor uses Scholar, our online learning tool, to take attendance, gather assignments, distribute materials, or give out tests and quizzes, knowing your way around the platform to find everything you need will be a key skill. As always, if you have any questions or concerns while watching this video, you can reach out to us in academic tech at jana.docherty@cnu.edu. As with many of your online tools, you can locate Scholar by logging in to CNU Connect at my.cnu.edu. Then, up in the top bar, you'll see a link labeled Scholar, which will open up the platform in a separate tab. From here, locating your courses in Scholar is actually quite easy thanks to the My Courses module on the front page. If your instructor is using Scholar for your course, you'll see a link to that course right here within the module. All of these links will also be available within the My Courses tab up at the top. However, if you think you should see a course here within this module, or at that tab and you don't see it, it's possible that your instructor just hasn't activated it yet. You can check with them to make sure. Once you click a link, you'll be moved into the course itself, and you can navigate throughout whatever content areas your instructor is opting to use this semester. If your instructor is using Scholar to house assignments, tests and quizzes, or other materials, you'll be able to find those materials in one of the content areas in the bar on the side. For example, your instructor may use your Scholar course to have you view and submit assignments online in order to conserve paper and make the grading process easier. These assignments are often going to be posted in one or more content areas, which are usually named something that indicates what it's for. In our case, we have one content area labeled Assignments, with all of our assignments in it for this video. So let's go inside. I can see a number of assignments here that need doing, so let's go into one of them and take a look. Once you're inside an assignment, if you haven't already submitted something to it, you'll see a space that looks a little bit like this, with both a space for text submission and a tool for attaching outside documents. Your instructor may have preferences about which one you use for what purpose, but as a general rule, submitting a file is preferred unless your instructor explicitly says otherwise. In our case, we're going to attach a paper in a Word document. I'll click Browse My Computer to find a file. I have an essay here, and I can see my attached file below that area. And now I'm ready. So once your assignment is ready, you can click Submit to send it to the instructor. A quick note before you do. It's always a good idea to check what your instructor's policy is on assignments, such as whether they allow you to resubmit assignments more than once. These policies may be built into the assignment section of your course. For example, your instructor may have set this assignment so that you'll only be able to submit something once. If they have, the next time you enter this assignment, you'll just see the document you've already submitted, rather than this space here. As a result, you want to be careful that you have everything you need for this assignment before clicking the Submit button. So we'll do that now. And after submission, you should receive a confirmation in your email, as well as see your submission here. In our case, we have the text and our attached document. We recommend checking for both the confirmation email and the presence of this assignment after clicking the Submit button, so that you can contact your instructor if you see any possible issues with the submission process. Your instructors may also choose to give tests or quizzes from inside of this course. In our case, those courses will be stored in a content area here in the middle of the bar, labeled Tests. But your instructor may have it labeled under a different name. We're going to go inside, and you'll see a list of any tests that you currently have access to. when you click on one of these tests, it should take you to a space that gives you a brief overview of the details of this test. This should include a description of the test and any instructions, but may also include descriptions of any settings in the test that your instructor may be implementing. For example, whether or not you'll be able to take the test more than once, whether or not there's a time limit once you start, or whether or not you'll be able to work on the test over multiple sessions or be forced to complete it in one go. You'll want to make sure you pay attention to these details, as they'll tell you a lot about your instructor's expectations for this test before you start. Once you're ready, though, you can click the button at the bottom of the screen that says Begin to go into the test itself. Once you're inside, you'll be able to see a number of different types of questions, including matching, true or false, a few types of short answer, and a multiple choice, as well as a lot of others. One thing you may note is that some instructors may set the test to have all of the questions on the same page, like here, while others may set it so that you only see and answer one question at a time. This isn't an error on your part or on your computer's. It just depends on your instructor preference. You may want to ask them if you're unsure what their preference is. Another thing I want to note is that if the previous page mentioned a timer, as this test did, that timer starts as soon as you enter the test and will continue running even if you leave. So let's take a second and finish this test real fast. Once you finish the test, you can click Save and Submit to send that test to your instructor for grading. The instructor will be able to choose when your full grade on the test is visible. In some cases, it may be visible immediately within My Grades, while in others, there may be a delay. Say, for example, if the instructor wants to take a look at the test before the grade comes out. Thank you for joining us for this brief overview of some of the basic functions you may see in your instructor's Scholar courses. If you have any questions while watching this video, or any of the other videos in our series, you can reach out to CNU's Academic Tech team, or, again, to me directly at jana.docherty@cnu.edu. Bye!